Do you know the causes of death of all the United States presidents? The first president, George Washington, died of laryngitis. The second president, John Adams, died of heart disease. The third president, Thomas Jefferson, died of cancer. The fourth president, James Madison, died of heart disease. The fifth president, James Monroe, died of tuberculosis. The sixth president, John Quincy Adams, died of a stroke. The seventh president, Andrew Jackson, died of kidney failure. The eighth president, Martin Van Buren, died of asthma. The ninth president, William Henry Harrison, died of typhoid. The 10th president, John Tyler, died of a stroke. The 11th president, James Knox Polk, died of a drug overdose. The 12th president, Zachary Taylor, died of gastroenteritis. The 13th president, Millard Fillmore, died of a stroke. The 14th president, Franklin Pierce, died of cirrhosis of the liver. The 15th president, James Buchanan, died of respiratory failure. The 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, was assassinated. The 17th president, Andrew Johnson, died of a stroke. The 18th president, Ulysses S. Grant, died of cancer. The 19th president, Rutherford B. Hayes, died of heart disease. The 20th president, James A. Garfield, was assassinated. The 21st president, Chester A. Arthur, died of a stroke. The 22nd president, Grover Cleveland, died of heart disease. The 23rd president, Benjamin Harrison, died of pneumonia. The 25th president, William McKinley, was assassinated. The 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt, died of a pulmonary embolism. The 27th president, William Howard Taft, died of heart disease. The 28th president, Woodrow Wilson, died of brain disease. The 29th president, Warren G. Harding, died of heart failure. The 30th president, Calvin Coolidge, died of heart disease. The 31st president, Herbert Hoover, died of cancer. The 32nd president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, died of a stroke. The 33rd president, Harry S. Truman, died of organ failure. The 34th president, Dwight D. Eisenhower, died of heart disease. The 35th president, John F. Kennedy, was assassinated. The 36th president, Lyndon B. Johnson, died of heart failure. The 37th president, Richard Nixon, died of a stroke. The 38th president, Gerald Ford, died of a stroke. The 40th president, Ronald Reagan, died of pneumonia. The 41st president, George H.W. Bush, died of Parkinson's disease.